Hi everyone, Farmer Rob here, and it's bad news, I'm afraid. Fearless, the little pup who we'd been rearing for 3 weeks, has had to be put to sleep, and we're all absolutely gutted about it. It is the last thing we wanted. But I had a visit from Rowan, the vet, and he's an absolutely first-class man. He's a brilliant vet, and we looked at Fearless, and we both came to the same conclusion. He'd not improved, he'd regressed. His condition was getting worse, and the terrible, difficult decision was made to have him put to sleep, which was not an easy thing. You know, I've spent the last 3 weeks with Fearless in my hand, feeding him milk from a teat, and whilst, you know, he'd had his eyes open for shut for 2 of those weeks, you know, you do grow attached to things. You grow attached to the time you spend doing it. I've enjoyed coming in here, I've enjoyed sitting in that chair, I've enjoyed feeding him and watching Pip be the wonderful mother that she is. But he got a condition that meant his head was really dome-shaped. It was full of fluid. It didn't enable his brain to function properly. And Rowan said it is the worst case of that condition he's ever seen in his years of being a vet. And he was blind, he was deaf, he was getting worse, and there would be no quality of life for him. Rowan reassured me of that. It was the last thing we wanted to do. It was a very, very emotional moment, and Rowan was upset too. We both were. The plan now is to bury Fearless in. I've got a bank in where I bury all my dogs, and unfortunately, when you get to my age, and being a dog person, I've got quite a few buried on this banking. Every time we bury one, my wife and I, we plant a fruit tree, and we look at the blossom in the spring, and we pick the fruit in the autumn, and it's a time to remember and to appreciate and to look back fondly on your life with dogs, and that's what we'll do for Fearless as well. He won't be forgotten, and certainly while ever we've got these guys, we've got 9 beautiful, healthy pups. And there's one in here, he's sat over there, he's got quite a bit of white on him, he's quite a striking lad, he's a big strapping dog. If I were 20 years younger and didn't have ruined hips, I would be training him and to the best of my ability. I wouldn't let him leave the place. It's heartbreaking as you get that little bit older, and I just don't think I could do these guys justice, but we've enjoyed every moment so far. We're going to enjoy at least another 5 weeks with them. The money that they're sold for, and we want them to go to working homes, will go to support individual charities, and one of those charities will be particularly in memory of Fearless. It'll be some kind of dogs charity. We're still to find it yet. We're going to look hard, and we will always have him in our hearts, and it was a terribly difficult thing to do, but I knew there were so many people that were so invested in his journey that we just wanted to explain to you the whys and the wherefores and what's happened, and just to say it wasn't easy. We gave him 3 weeks of intensive care, and Farmer Kate and David's wife Anita were invaluable in that care. You know, I appreciate their efforts incredibly. So that's the outcome. We're gutted, as I know you will be, but rest assured we did all we could for him, and we've got 9 pups here to look forward to and to enjoy for the future, and we know they're going to have great lives. And Pip's a great mum, and I've enjoyed this experience spending time with her doing it. So thank you for listening, thank you for watching. Please continue to support these little guys, and hopefully you'll take an interest in their progress going forward. So from Farmer Rob, thank you very much, and we'll see you again soon. Cheerio.